What's going on, everyone? This is Justin from TKDReboundz. I'm joined with Alex from UnrealEntGaming.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? And today, everybody, we're here to discuss Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, I don't know about you, but I think Call of Duty Ghosts is a good game, but the only thing that messes up the entire game are the players, because that game is just full of campers. So, I never really got a chance to ask you this, but, like, what do you think of Ghosts? Like, what do you think of, like, the multiplayer, and, like, what do you think of, like, how everything is set up online?
It's very different. This is the first game online multiplayer where you can actually pick more than 3 perks. The guns are pretty cool. It's just, what really messes it up for me, UnrealEntGaming, is just those maps and, how, like, they're really,
Why is
really
everybody
big.
fucking complaining about the map? What's wrong with the maps? Like, all right,
The
like,
maps are too big and it's like more rooms than
well, all right,
fucking
all right.
players
The
online.
maps are big, yes, but what's wrong with them besides them being big?
There's like every little corner you can camp in. There's just too many rooms, too many white spaces. You know what I'm saying? There's like a little crack. You know what I'm saying? On every little. Fuck that, man. So,
Well, I mean,
for that, you play
have you
Battlefield.
noticed that the maps they're not really campable well, in a sense, because like no matter where you think you may hide, there's always somebody
What?
or
Every
some
map
place
is
that somebody can
campable.
go to. I mean, with the exception of a few places, like maybe on a good map, there's maybe like 3 places to hide, and that's kind of like that's nothing compared to the old ones, because you remember in the old ones people had like every fucking little place that they can camp in. Um, I do agree that the map is big, but
Yeah, but you actually got used to the maps. You know what I'm saying? With these maps and goals, they're just so huge. It's really detailed. The graphics are really good. Don't get me wrong, but for when you have big maps that are really, really detailed, it's really hard to actually, find a good camping spot or to actually get used to a map and, actually enjoy yourself.
so what do you think of it so far?
I like it, but the maps are too big. I think the spawn points are ridiculous. They spawn you in different random places. You get spawn killed more times than you actually get kills on the map. This is ridiculous.
So you're not digging the maps at all.
No, but the gameplay itself is good. I played the story mode. It was really hot. You know what I'm saying? Had a good storyline to it. The perks are nice. You know what I'm saying? It definitely actually brings out the real Call of Duty in you. And makes you want to go ahead and run a marathon, jump over bridges. You know what I mean? But like I said before, maps, I'm not feeling it.
All right, well, going back to a buddy of ours, Mr. Space Age Gaming, since he made a little video talking about the Honey Badger, what gun would you recommend for people along with perks? Like, what is like the one gun that you feel like is the gun to use for multiplayer, and why? I mean, fuck it, for
Hmm.
me, I'll choose any fucking gun. I'll choose like the default. I don't give a fuck. But for you, like, what's yours?
Nah, I have to say the same thing.
The Honey Badger?
No, not the honey badger, stupid. What I feel is most appropriate, for like the startup guns, if you guys are just starting out, like the honey badger, the little, it's like the vector from the SMG class. You know what I'm saying? Just, I think everyone has their own unique taste, and depending on how many squad points you get, just buy different guns and try them out.
Shotguns! I mean, like, cause that's all I remember Black Ops being was just shotgun fest left and right. Fucking Remingtons. I'm about to get a tattoo of a Remington on my fucking forehead. That's how much I've
Well,
been
if you do
getting used
that,
to
then
seeing
I'm
that
gonna get
fucking
a
gun.
tattoo of the vector on my arm.
I'm gonna get the
Just gonna say
Remington right
I
on my
love
forehead,
vector.
because that's all I kept seeing every time I kept running into people was a Remington, and then that shit would go off and it'd fucking light me up. Damn it. So you like the game, but you don't like the game for its maps, right?
Yeah, I don't like the mid game because of this map. I think it's really big. It really draws out the real camper in people, and definitely with those kind of kill streaks that are on the game now. People have 10 different reasons. Why you can't. You know what I mean? For that maniac perk, for the whole fucking, and talk about the iron sights. They're really good, but those different what is it, like that hybrid sight? Where it's like it used to shoot at somebody and then they come out with like a glowy shit, and then even through the smoke, you actually see them. I hate that.
I don't know. I mean, I think that what they should have done originally was they should have included like a bigger multiplayer vicinity, because why would you want to have like what 14, 16 player online when you're gonna have maps the size of like China? I mean, I never understood that, but
Yeah, so for that, you have like a battlefield thing, but instead of 64 versus 64, you might as well have like 32 versus 32.
eh. I mean, those are just our opinions, guys. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. So, any final words before we end this transmission?
No?
No.
Honey badger all day.
All right, guys, we'll be seeing you all later. Peace.